to recap or put the trade deadline in the rearview mirror, it was a slower one. I mean, particularly, usually the last hour is a flurry of activity.
Yeah.
And from when Corey Perry got traded at 1 o'clock for about an hour and a half, there was virtually
There was
nothing going
yeah.
on.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, we had time to leave the house, come to the studio, set up everything before trading.
I like to try to find, why would you guys even check our videos out? So I try to find a unique thing that I don't hear the media talking about. So maybe we can stand out a little. And the media was all over it Friday night and through the weekend about how slow it was. And I think there are a couple of reasons. One, obviously, is that they cap retention. You have to have this. The cap counts in the playoffs.
Yeah.
There was the double retention thing, and getting into the CBA, what double retention means, and then also there was a lot of teams had a lot of no trade contracts. I think caused a lot of it too. No trade contracts, no moves seem to be really a lot more prevalent today. But I came up with another one.
Yeah, I just one note on that one.
Yep.
I think I read somewhere, if I remember correctly, about 30% of NHL contracts right now have a no move clause.
Yeah, it's jumped up. It used to be about one point it was only the Stars.
Yeah.
And actually, the Leafs. We always bring it back to the Leafs. The Leafs were one of the first teams to really start throwing out no moves. They had, remember the Muskoka Five back in the early 2000s. They had 5 guys with no, and it was unheard of that they had 5 guys. So anyway, no moves have become quite the thing. And of course, this is bad for the Canadian teams because I'm sure these guys who have 10 or 20 team lists that they can't be traded to. And you can bet your ass if they're playing in Nashville or Dallas, it's Winnipeg and Ottawa and Calgary, maybe even Toronto.
Yeah.
But I came up with another thing that I thought that I hadn't heard anyone mention, and I'm thinking maybe it's cyclical that about every 3 years, or 4, the trade deadline will be slower, and that's because if you have a fairly active trade deadline, that means a lot of first rounds and a lot of second rounds are going out. And what I'm thinking is maybe there just wasn't enough first rounds and second rounds available. Now you can say, I mean, all the 26th and the 27th had been traded in the 2 previous years, and you go, well, they can start trading 28s and 29s, and a 29 first actually went. But if you're a general manager on a bottom 10 team, you're not looking to get a 29 draft choice because if you're already on a bottom 10 team, your job security isn't all that great. So you're probably thinking, I can't use a 29. I can't use a 29. So I'm thinking that there was an overabundance. The draft choices had already been traded.